Alright, and we are back. If you've just come in, my friend, happy Halloween. On this stream, we celebrate Halloween in May. That's what we're doing this week. We've got the decorations up, and we're going to play a bunch of Addams Family games. Maybe. We're going to play as many as I can get through. We're doing Fester's Quest tonight, and until I beat it, and then we're just going to roll through basically as many as I can get through in the next 4 days. And on Friday, we're going to do Friday the 13th. So spooky games all week. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. So far, Fester's Quest, not bad. I'm enjoying this game. It's far from perfect. But I'm not having a bad time at all. Not yet, anyway. I gotta get used to these Frownie hours where he starts up at 1 p.m. my time. I mean, I have to take the blame at least a little bit, Chozo, because I know I'm pretty inconsistent with when I start. I wish I didn't have to be, but I just I can't maintain as tight a grip on my day as I would like. Why are you not punishing yourself? This is unlike you. You started with one of the good ones. I'd actually been under the impression that this game was supposed to be kind of bad, but I like it. Let me reset the audio. I think it's drifted a little bit. Yeah, just is off just a little on my end. It starts off kind of rough. The enemies are super spongy, and the weapons are overwhelmingly useless. So the game does start off kind of not great, but after you get into it for a little while, it gets a little better, I think. I'm alright with how it's been going. Okay, this is not great. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well the exit is easy enough to find. It's all the way at the end of the hallway. So this takes me back to the entrance? Okay, I know where that is then. I don't think there's anything else hidden in here, sadly. Let's take me to the exit. There's the exit. I know where the hey, Hooked on Pot, welcome in. Happy Halloween. Thank you for the resub. That brings it to 26 months. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. Always appreciated. And 26 months. I mean, that's almost a year. Welcome to Fester's Quest. Halloween in May, just like Smiling Friends. I think I'm unfamiliar with Smiling Friends, but yeah, Halloween in May. That's the idea. Every May, I like to do a little bit of Halloween at the end. Last year we did Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I think was Halloween in May last year, and I actually beat that game for the very first time. That was exciting. And this year we're doing a whole week, and we're gonna try and beat a bunch of Addams Family games, and maybe even Friday the 13th. We're definitely gonna play them, but we'll see how much we beat. Playing the games is one thing; beating them is kind of another story. It's a boss. He's got a sword. And a shield. Okay, I need to use a gun, I think. This is impossible. Okay, it's not impossible. It is going to be tricky. It's very tricky. I haven't done a single molecule of damage so far. I didn't keep a close enough eye on my health. Well, that's rough. That's rough, my friends. From the top. Yeah, almost a year. I gotta go to sleep now. I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Hey, Key, thank you again for the raid. Very grateful for you, my friend. I hope that you have a wonderful sleep. I hope Forgotten Anne continues to treat you well, and hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Hey, thank you for the bits, Hooked on Pot. Thank you for the 200 bits. Very much appreciated. Good luck. I'm going to play some Minecraft. Hey, I hope Minecraft treats you real well. Have a fantastic night with that Hooked on Pot. Thank you for the good luck wishes. I'm gonna need a bit of luck, I think. Been lurking, haven't made it past any bosses yet. I've defeated 2 bosses, Uncle Muscles. I'm doing pretty alright, I think. I made it up to boss number 3, but he vanquished me. Bosses in this game is tough, though they're probably the funnest part about this game. Yeah, so the first 2 bosses were alright. Boss 1 was pretty easy, but not a complete pushover. You did have to like manage your space just a little bit. Boss 2 was also not that bad. Once you get into the rhythm of it, very decent. I liked boss number 2 a lot, actually. Boss number 3, I'm still scratching my head about, so I'll see how I end up feeling about him. Currently, he seems invincible, which is not what you want in a boss. But surely I'll figure out how to damage him eventually. Oh, I forgot I have missiles. Maybe I used my missiles on this boss. That might be an idea. I have a hypothesis I need to check. So the red guns make your gun level go down. The blue guns make your gun level go up. And it's probably the same with the whip too. So I want to be real careful about what color I collect. The red money does not make your money go down though. Oh, yep, that took it down again. Yeah, Uncle Mus, I think I answered your question without seeing it. That's what I was going to complain about earlier. The game has weapon downgrades, which you either have to avoid or wait on to disappear. Yeah, I just figured that out. I noticed my weapons seemed to be going up and down, but I didn't process why it was happening. I thought it was a cyclical kind of thing. I didn't think it was an up and down kind of thing. But hey, I worked it out. Now I have a bit of wisdom to help us going forward. I feel pretty good about that. Hey, Vectron, welcome in. Why does Fester look like a Dalek and a Halloween mask? Those are the robots from Doctor Who, right? Been lurking for a bit. Right on. Thank you for the lurk. Happy Halloween. I guess that would be why. It's only appropriate that he look like he's wearing a Halloween mask if it's a Halloween in May event. Everyone's getting into the spirit. No, the gun can upgrade at least to level 5. The whip, I'm not sure yet. So I'm still waiting to see what the highest level of each is. But the gun can at least have 2 rows. The whip probably maxes out at 4. The gun, I don't know yet. We have Simon Belmont at home. Oh. Oh, yes! Flame Whip, let's go! I can't ever let this downgrade. The whip's hitbox does not extend the full length of the whip. Enemies do have to be a particular distance away from you, or they don't get damaged, even by the Flame Whip. Now I've got to be careful for the rest of the playthrough. I can't let this... I can't grab a whip downgrade. It's definitely gonna happen. There's no way I avoid whip downgrades for the entire playthrough, but... a guy can dream, right? Ah. That took me a minute. That took me a minute to get. Oh. Okay, yeah. Level 4 whip is the maximum. There's no room for another row of whip upgrades, so that makes sense. I would have expected 4 to be the max for the gun too, but I've seen it move into the second row already. Keep that away from me. Downgrades are one of the jank elements about this game. Yeah. I'm not crazy about the downgrades. I kind of get, like... I guess I can understand why they would have wanted to include them. But, yeah. They're not... It's definitely not a great thing to have to live with. It makes you have to play so cautiously. This game was frustratingly close to being a good game. It's not terrible. I don't hate it, at least not yet. There's still opportunity for it to make me turn on it, though. My two real gripes are the downgrades and the first-person room flashing in the buildings. Other than that, it's not a bad game. Not great either, though. Now, I know there's a hot dog stand in this area, but it's just too far. It's just too far away. No! We're okay. I was never afraid. I have so many light bulbs, it's wild. It's not terrible, but it won't be on any sane person's top 10. Yeah, gun level 5. I still haven't played Blaster Master yet. That's on my someday list. The final boss of the game. Final boss of the game right there. Just run for it. That was maybe not the wisest decision. Should have used a TNT. No, I haven't done Ninja Turtles 1 yet either. I've only done Turtles 2. Turtles 1 is still on the to-do list. I want to. Turtles 2 is so hard, though. And I know Turtles 1 has a reputation. Blaster Master is one of those games that isn't bad, but still viscerally benefits from save states or Game Genie. Well, those benefits are off the table for me. I'm just gonna be doomed. I didn't like Blaster Master, Uncle Muscle says. I know I'm mostly alone in that opinion. Yeah, I usually hear that game is really good. But, you know, not every game can click for everyone. There's definitely, like, some classic games. People seem to love Earthworm Jim, and I can't stand that game. You can have all the Earthworm Jim you want, Kusarigama. That one's not for me. Earthworm Jim 2 is wild. It's rough, Uncle Muscle says. Yeah, I've only played the first one. I haven't been able to bring myself to do the second one yet. I definitely want to. What's holding me back from Earthworm Jim 2 is I started Earthworm Jim on the Game Boy, and I really don't want to play another one until I finish that one. But that game is so rough that I don't like to play it very often. So I'm not making progress. I think I made it to the last level of the Game Boy Earthworm Jim. It's the last level or the next to last. I think I made it to the next to last. I don't think I made it to the last level. I made it to the next to last level. Okay, there's nothing over there. The second one's almost like a spoof of the first. And Earthworm Jim 1 is pretty silly to begin with. Earthworm Jim has a lot of going for it, like in its style. For me, Earthworm Jim is style over substance because, like, it's real fun. It's got a real fun vibe to it. It's just not fun to play. all the gimmicks break just ruin the game for me. Alright, let's see. Oh, I see. Huh. I don't know if these missiles are a good idea or not. Guess I have nothing to lose, right? Even if this isn't doing anything, wasting all my missiles doesn't really hurt me. I'll use them all up anyway. One of them hit. Alright, these are all being wasted. I just saw one of them hit for the first time. Alright, so that was a bad idea. Did. Oh my goodness. They could have added a little more detail to the background. Now this is the third boss. This is the third boss, Uncle Muscles. We'll get it. I just have to figure out the pattern. There's a you know. There's got to be a real, like, well, I don't know. I think there'll be a real solid pattern if I just piece it together. I just see about upgrading my gun further too. Toe Jam and Earl was fun when I was a kid also. I could never figure it out, Octonpot says. I've seen a little bit. I saw a little bit of that on a stream once. Toe Jam and Earl. And yeah, I couldn't, just watching it, I couldn't figure out what the game, like how the game is played. I'd like to try that one firsthand and see if I can figure out like what it's all about. Because watching it, I couldn't piece together what was happening at all. But I think with my hands on it, I could have some fun puzzling that one together. Had 10 more trips back to that boss before I get the pattern. Is that all? You're saying I'm gonna get it pretty quick. I like the concept of the first, but Panic on Funkatron was entirely different. I don't know which one I actually saw. I got lucky there, right? I did. That's a new gun. I hate it. Okay, so it's not actually a new gun. You really don't get a new gun until every other upgrade. Because every two are just two versions of the same thing. No, I downgraded my whip. Sadness. It's alright. The level 3 whip is still pretty alright. Anything that can take out these green guys in one hit, it's still alright. If I get another downgrade, that's when I'm going to really cry. What? He's not afraid of my gun? Bogus. Oh no, I'm not where I thought I was. No, I didn't need to come in here. I spent some time looking around. Just because that's where I got the extra HP before, and I didn't really think I'd get a 4th HP, but I thought I might. I thought if the item did respawn, it might refill my health. It did no such thing though. But I wasn't looking around for no reason. I mean, I was, but I didn't know I was. Whoa. This is fine. Hey, thank you for the alert, Christian Cool. First person mazes. I used to have this as a screensaver on my really old PC. Upgrade, let's go. Yeah, the first-person mazes are a little hard to wrap my head around. I've never played a game with the first-person mode like that for a significant amount of time. I sampled a game one time that was basically, like, entirely that. But I didn't stick with it for very long. They're cool if you enjoy mapping, but the flashing kills it in this game. It doesn't get to me all that much. I mean, I could see how it could get to someone, but the flashing, I'm okay with it. I would prefer if it were more smooth and didn't flash, but I'm not sensitive enough to it for it to really get to me, I guess. Shining in the Darkness and Phantasy Star 1 through 4, most of which are on Genesis, were all about the first-person mazes. Oh, I'm dead. That's alright. I made a mistake anyway. I didn't refill my potions, so... I didn't refill my potions, so I wasn't going to get very far. No, there's no progress hooked on pot. I'm still stuck on that same boss. That guy with the sword and the shield. He's the guy currently ending my attempts. But we'll get there. That particular attempt that we were on was doomed from the start, though, because I Or not from the start, but it was already doomed because I skipped the potion refill house. I wasn't thinking. The title screen looks like Fruit Loops. No, I didn't want that. I was born on a Wednesday, Game and Fit says. I'm not really sure what day of the week I was born on. I've probably looked it up before, but I don't remember. Yeah, I could just, yeah, I know I could look it up. No! Oh no, now I'm in trouble. 2 downgrades on the whip? Oh, just crumple me up and throw me in the trash now. I've never even seen this, this whip. I went straight from level 1 to level 3. potions. Cool. I could be downgraded all the way to level 0 whip. Get out of here. Stop injuring me. And a gun downgrade. Where are all the upgrades? Didn't this game have upgrades too? Is it exclusively downgrades? Uncle Fester is not ambidextrous. Like, when he walks toward the screen, the whip is in his right hand. When he walks away from the screen, the whip is in his right hand. I didn't just, Oh, he does switch when you look to the right, though. Now it's in his left hand. These rats are invincible. This room was shockingly empty. I saw the word whip. I almost went back and grabbed that downgrade. I was on my way to it. With these pink guys, you're really just at the mercy of whatever the game wants to drop. It downgraded my gun. I noticed that. It's actually kind of an upgrade because this one is a narrower shot, so it's actually useful, unlike the wide shot, which just runs into walls and doesn't do anything. And then I get stuck on the wall. Can't even remember to buy those missiles again. Because I used all my missiles up. Damaged. I got damaged. Let's try a little upgrade farming. Let's see if I can get a gun upgrade out of this. Hey, this seems great. I don't know how long this will last, but this is alright. Downgrades everywhere, huh? Alright, well, the one reason it's not spectacular is, look, it's two separate projectiles, right? There are two things coming out, but if either one of them gets stopped, they both get stopped. How's that work? What big spider? I've not seen this guy before. That's scary. Okay, this is the boss, right? I'm damaging him. I just have to get close enough. His shield is useless. That's what you get for bringing a shield that only covers half your body, fool. Let's go. Victory. Oh. Oh, we didn't get... I thought that was going to be the full clue. All right, there's another boss. I mean, there's probably 2 more bosses. And I don't know if that's the game or just the level. Because there's still 2 whole items I've never even seen. This might be a stunningly gigantic game. Onward. Okay, there's really nothing up here, right? That guy could get me through the wall. I never thought about that before. That green guy? Most enemies, I think, are pretty hopeless when it comes to walls, but that green guy could still get me. Oh no. I'm in a tight spot. That was a pretty bad waste of a potion. Thought I was gonna be stuck there for a moment. Oh my goodness. One, two, three. Okay, that's the exit. That's the entrance. Well, I guess there's not anything else hidden in here. Or if there is, it's very well hidden. Because I've, I think, eliminated every passageway. It's hard to tell because everything looks the same, you know. Hey, Tommy, welcome in. Good to see you again. My friend really likes this game. How do you feel about it? This game is alright so far. This is my first time. This first playthrough. Trying to get through it blind. So far, it's alright. It starts off a little rough. But after you play it for a while, it gets easier to manage. It's definitely got some problems. The enemies are a major problem. The enemies are super spongy, and the collision can be very questionable. And a lot of the weapons are useless, especially if you get them downgraded. But it's alright. I'm having a good time with it. I'm having fun with it so far. It was another boss. Uh-oh. My strategy of wail on the boss was maybe not a wise one. I just stopped trying to avoid the damage and just went for it. It's alright, though. We can make it back there. I'm not very worried. Oh, and happy Halloween, by the way, Tommy. I don't remember to say that. I don't remember to say that to anybody. But we are celebrating Halloween tonight. It's Halloween all week. Halloween in May? Well, the logic of it follows that some people say there's Christmas in July, right? So if that is true, then there must also be Halloween in May, right? So we celebrate Halloween every May on the stream. Nice. Love it. We did, this is I think the third year for it. We did Resident Evil 2 the first year. We did, Zombies Ate My Neighbors the second year. Oh, I downgraded my gun. And this would be year number 3. And this one's bigger than our previous ones. Just in that I'm dedicating a whole week to it. We're gonna try to play the goal. The goal for our Halloween is to try and get through as many Addams Family games as I am capable of conquering, and then we're gonna cap it off somewhat randomly with Friday the 13th on Friday at the end of the week. But you know, it's a good excuse to play a bunch of spooky games, to get all the decorations out and put them up on the shelves and try to create and enjoy the holiday vibe. I love the holidays, so experience it 2 times over is great. Yeah, why not? I wasted a TNT. I'm a big fan of Halloween. I like the Halloween atmosphere. The place is looking good. Hey, thank you, Hooked on Pot. We just finished putting that together today. The room is still a disorganized mess. Unfortunately, I've got stuff all piled up all over the floors that I just haven't been able to organize into like storage crates properly, and the shelves aren't filled out how I want them to be. I still gotta move a bunch of stuff around, but it's looking all right. It's looking all right. I'm pretty pleased with it. It's coming together slowly. Oh, my whip got downgraded. Get these rats out of my life. What are you doing to me, game? That was terrible. That put me in a very unacceptable spot. Well, I might die. Yeah, I'll take that key. Will there be a turkey feast around this time next month? No. Halloween's the only one I really do. I don't duplicate all the other holidays. It's really just an excuse for extra Halloween. Although that being said, you know, our November tradition is to play plug and play games for Janksgiving. And I don't necessarily have plug and plays planned, but I do have a very janky sort of summer vibe set of games that I want to play. So in a way, we'll kind of be getting that November feeling. With the low quality trash that I'm gonna bring out in June. The trouble with plug and play, trouble with the plug and play. So I have my plug and play collection is growing, but it's still fairly small. I don't have a wide array of plug and play devices, but my big problem with that thus far has been that most of them that I buy are non-functional. I've been getting burned on the plug and play front. I had this big elaborate plan for our Jinxgiving last year, and it all fell through at the last moment because I don't like to pre-test anything, because if I do, then I can't get my like legitimate first reactions to it. And well, I got bit because everything I wanted to play didn't work. Hey Salem, welcome in. Great to have you with us again. Welcome to Fester's Quest. Happy Halloween. If I hang out long enough, will these guys maybe give me a whip upgrade? That would be nice. They're not giving me any upgrades at all. They don't care about my struggles. Yeah, so my plan is to play all the Addams Family games that I'm able to get through in the next 4 days. So assuming I beat this tonight, there'll be another one tomorrow, and then if I beat this quickly enough, there could be another one tonight yet. But I don't know. I'm not moving super quickly. But yeah, the next 3 days is going to be Addams Family games. That's our current theme. Until Friday. On Friday, we're going to play Friday the 13th. Oh, we had a new follow just a moment ago. I'm sorry I didn't see you, my new friend. I haven't seen your name in chat, so I'll preserve your anonymity if that's what you'd like. But I am grateful for you. I think I've got a good shot at beating this game tonight. I may jinx myself by saying that, but I've been making progress fairly smoothly. See if we can get some upgrades from this guy. Just hang out here a while. There's a downgrade. We could get a downgrade. There we go. Power up the whip. Let's go. Okay, another whip upgrade. I just gotta get past this. Let's go. But yeah, I think I've got Adam's Family. There might be an Adam's Family Values game. There's Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. There's a Game Boy Color Adam's Family game, and then I've got a couple of them on different platforms. So if we were really needing something to fill it in, like I could do the Super NES. I could do like 16 and 8-bit versions of some of the games because it'd probably be pretty different. There's usually not much of a reason to play like the Genesis and the SNES version of something. Sometimes they're different, but a lot of times they're the same. They're so similar, it's not really worthwhile. But if you have something that's 16-bit and 8-bit, then I feel like there's a little value in playing. There is a little value in playing both of those. Alright, looks like we're going to be hanging out a moment. I really wish I had an extra piece of health. We got our first health upgrade really quickly, and then I just haven't seen another one the whole game yet. My first one got my hopes up. No thank you. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time hanging out here farming, but I will a little bit as we pass through, see if we get some another gun upgrade. Since these guys are here and they're in my way anyway. Might as well see if they do anything good for us. And they absolutely did not. Oh, right at the last moment. Except that's a bad upgrade because it's a single. I need another one. Because that just gives me the terrible, terrible wide shot. It's not super difficult to walk our way back when we lose a life, but it is super tedious. Okay, that's where we got the missiles, but we're already full on missiles. So no worries about that. It's a long way. It's a long way to the... where we were. No! Ah, I got a downgrade. They got me with the downgrade. Oh no! Okay. I'm not sure what to do about this guy. He got me, and I didn't learn anything. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad because it takes like 20 minutes to get back there. And I haven't really learned anything. Thank goodness that was an upgrade, not a downgrade. if I somehow make it back to that boss with all of my potions intact, there's a good chance that I try the tank the damage strategy again. It didn't work with it didn't work when I didn't have that many potions, but if I get there with all 5 of them, I don't think that's likely to happen. I did get there with 4 last time though, but I don't think that's enough. But if I had all 5, or if I had an extra hit. It's not a good strategy. It's not a good strategy, but I didn't learn anything on our last attempt, so... I don't have a lot of strategy going on in my head currently. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to go in there. Okay, for a moment I thought my whip got downgraded. Thank goodness. Hey, Rafnir, welcome in. First Austin Powers, then Bubsy, now this. Oh no, I picked a terrible time to look away. I'm gonna end up wasting a potion. No, I must do torture yourself, Frownie. This actually isn't all that bad. It's, the only real problem I have with this game now is that it's real tedious when I die. It takes forever to get back to where I was. I just died to boss number 4? I have to get all the way back there. And the thing is, the real bad thing isn't really even having to get back there. It's the real bad thing is that I didn't learn anything last time, so I still don't have a strategy for approaching the boss. I don't like these rats. They're a problem. So far, I definitely like this game more than Bubsy or Austin Powers, though. I don't like it more than Bubsy 3D, but I like it more than Bubsy 1 and 2. No. Another gun downgrade. My gun is so weak. My gun is not even going to be strong enough to farm upgrades. I'm just gonna have to give up on using the gun altogether. More tedium. All these guys are is just tediousness. It takes forever. It takes forever to clear them away. Great, another one. Another gun downgrade? Come on. This is statistically impossible. Look, another downgrade. I don't think upgrades exist anymore. I think I have a glitched game. Finally. There's an upgrade. I'm semi-intentionally farming for upgrades right now. If these enemies were all to be cleared out, I wouldn't purposely respawn them, but they're doing a good job, like, staying on the map. Alright. I'm being pushed too far back now for my liking. Why do the bullets hit everywhere but the enemy? Yeah, the guns all have a pretty useless trajectory. No! Whip downgrade. Bad game. Another whip downgrade? Now I'm mad. Now I'm real mad. Watch out, here I come with my useless gun. Well, so much for the full potions attempt. Oh, awesome. I used the dynamite and that still hurt me. Very happy about that. I'm in a terrible situation right now. I have a useless gun and my whip is downgraded. Things could not get any worse. Oh, and I've already wasted a potion, too. Things are rough, my friends. We're on a pretty cursed run right now. I'm getting sleepy. Hey, next, welcome in. Excellent work on the ice cream game, by the way. The dice game, too, I forgot to mention, because the dice game I didn't really understand. I took a look at it, but it's just something that's outside of, like, my know-how. That, like, when I looked at the page, I didn't really get the game. The ice cream one, like, I understand how that one works. It's a new hobby. No, I'm not a deck builder kind of guy. That's, definitely not. Get this negative whip off my screen. Happy Halloween, though, next. And welcome to Fester's Quest. This game has been going alright, except I'm up to a boss that I don't really understand. And I keep dying before I can figure anything out. And when I die, it's a long way back. It's like 20 minutes to get there every time. So I'm in a bit of a tight spot. I'm fairly positively inclined to this game currently, but that might change. That might change if I have to quit tonight and I have to redo everything tomorrow. You may find me in a much worse mood tomorrow if I have to restart this game, which may be the case. Having some games for the Pico right now. Taking a break. Starting my third game today. I wish you much success putting it together. You're making games pretty quickly. You're gonna be a very prolific Pico 8 designer, I think. Why would I come up here? This is just a dead end. Why would I want anything to do with that? The games are very small. Trying to get a good grasp on the logic, making more static style games where you aren't in constant motion. So, you know, I don't know the first thing about designing games, but it seems like if you're interested in it, that Pico games are probably a good place to start since they are so small. I'd imagine that that'd be really helpful, like when it comes to like not being overwhelmed, and that not being overwhelmed would be pretty important. I don't know what that spider thinks he's doing, but he can just stay away from me. Great place to learn game coding. I want to make some more fluid style games, but those require me watching tutorials. Hey, that's good. I don't think I've gotten past that. Oh, downgrade. No. I'm mad. I was just about to say that I'd never made it through here without taking damage. And now look at me, taking damage. I'm mad. I'm mad. Somebody drop a whip upgrade. Hey, Link, welcome in. Welcome to Fester's Quest. Thank you for the good luck. That's a very cute pair of emotes you have there. No! I saw the whip upgrade, but it was... Oh, it cost me damage. I don't know if it was worth it. Nope, I have the wrong item. Alright, well, we're back here to the boss. I just have to figure out what to do. Oh, thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated. If you'd like to fill us in on what you're streaming and how it went for you, we'd love to hear. And, did I say Happy Halloween? I probably forgot, but Happy Halloween, Raiders. Baba Is You. I've heard of that game. I haven't ever played it, but I've heard of it. I think I understand the general premise of it. You can sort of change the way the game functions by, like, manipulating language. No! I wasn't thinking it. I died. I still had potions in my pocket. That's awful. Back to the start. Will you try the boss again another half an hour? Oh, what a nightmare. You primarily do NES stuff on your channel? Let me do a quick click through here. I'm a big fan of the NES. I haven't played the overwhelming majority of the NES library, but various speedruns and races, NES development, and ROM hacking. Oh, nice. Empire Strikes Back, Time Lord, Legend of the Ghost Line. Barbie, Track and Field. Somewhat out of my experience, most of those titles. May give you a follow real quick. And can I get my windows back in order? Can I not? There we go. It's a very cool puzzle game. Yeah, I think that would be fun. I'd be up for giving that one a try someday. The Baba Is You. I had a bunch of homebrew games before I started Baba Is You. I've done some homebrew. I've played some homebrew Game Boy games on the stream. I haven't looked at NES yet. I got an NES flash card earlier this year, so exploring that kind of stuff is now on the table for me in a way it hasn't been before. Because I typically play on the I have the actual consoles. I don't do a lot of emulation. I don't have anything against it. I'm just not very tech savvy. those are open to me in a way that they hadn't been before. So it's something I hope to eventually dive into. Checking out some more sort of indie content on the retro consoles. I think I'm still good on vice grips. I have plenty of keys, but I don't have the patience to walk over there. So we're doing Halloween in May this week. Every May I like to celebrate a little bit of Halloween. So this week we're gonna play a bunch of Addams Family games. This is the first of as many as I can get through. I hope I can get through this game. We're doing all right. I'm just a little stuck at the moment, unfortunately. And it's very costly time-wise to be stuck, unfortunately. But the plan, we're gonna play all the Addams Family games I can get through, and then at the end of the week we're gonna cap it off with Friday the 13th. I definitely suggest Chicken of the Farm, which I made with, is that Mitch 3A? But there are a bunch of great NES homebrews out there. Chicken of the Farm. What type of game is that? Is it an adventure game, a platformer, puzzle? None of the above. I'm not be curious to know. Recall playing Fester's Quest as a youth and not getting very far. Yeah, I don't. This is a game I don't think I could have figured this out very much as a kid, but it's really not been that bad tonight. It's got a rough barrier to entry, this game, because when it starts off for the first little while you're really underpowered. And it's kind of frustrating. Then after a little while, you get a little bit powered up, and it's pretty all right. But the big problem I'm having now is just that failure is punished with extreme tedium. When I die to the boss, it takes so long before I get another chance that I just want to fall asleep. It's a simple platformer. Those are my kind of games. I love platformer is definitely my favorite genre. With a kind of adventure game. Like the top-down adventure like this. This would probably be my second favorite. Made a task for Pugsley Scavenger Hunt? That would put us at the exact opposite of the expertise schedule. It puts us at the exact opposite of the expertise spectrum then. Because if I'm hoping to play that. I'm hoping that's going to be one of the games I play this week. But I've never touched it before. None of these. All of these Addams Family games, they're going to be first playthroughs for me, and I'm going to try and get through them all blind. So far, it's really seeming like I wouldn't have to look anything up in this game. I've made it so far now that I'm pretty confident I can get all the way through it. It's just a matter of putting in the time. Might actually be the best Addams Family game on the NES. This one or Pugsley? I imagine the latter, since that's the one you made the task for. Pugsley? I hope I get to give it a go. I've got it. I've got it on deck. I've got a copy of it ready. I just got to make it through this one to get to it. Game has great Sunsoft music. I didn't know it was a Sunsoft game going into it. And then someone in the chat mentioned that, and I was actually kind of surprised. But yeah, I've been enjoying the music. There was a boss theme earlier. I think the first boss theme. I didn't actually pay attention to listen if the bosses have the same music or different music. But I was enjoying the boss music when we got to the first boss. Alright, I think I'm about as upgraded as I'm going to get for now. Well, one more shot. goodness. There's normally a ton of enemies in that hallway. None of them spawned. That's weird. Oh no. No, I'm in trouble. Potion wasted. It's frustrating. Cool, I'm probably going to have to waste a second one too. The guns. So many of the weapons in this game are such just useless garbage. Ugh. Rip the run. I can't afford to waste any of my potions. And here we are. Already doomed. I want to cry. This is a very, very punishing game. It so greedily eats away so much of your life. Your real life. I've never seen one of those guys there before. That was new. I'm used to being sent back in games. I'm used to being sent back in games, but this is pretty extreme. Ooh, don't want that. Go ahead and use that before I die. Down another potion, though. That really hurts. Every weapon in this game is useless trash. Every gun. This is where we got the missiles, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh no, there was a hot dog stand. I used that other potion because I forgot. I couldn't remember whether. Well, I was 2 hits down. I didn't remember if there was another hot dog stand on the way or not. This is... It's impossible. Ugh. I wish I could put a hot dog in my empty potion bottle. Carry that with me. That'd be convenient. Hey Laser, welcome in. Happy Halloween. I think that's a new shirt. You have a keen eye for observation. We are struggling through Fester's Quest tonight, the first game in our Halloween marathon of Addams Family games. They're all first playthroughs and playing through as blind as possible. So far it's going pretty good, except I'm stuck at a boss, and every time I die it takes a half an hour to get back there. Which is not really a great situation to be in at all. But, hopefully I'll eventually make progress again. Cool, another downgrade for my gun. Feels good. Thank you for that game. I want to downgrade my whip too, please. I understand that you can't hit enemies when they're in the air. You can only hit them when they're on the ground. Like, I understand that conceptually, but it still doesn't make me... I still feel like I'm cheated every single time it doesn't hit the enemy and then they're in the air. Like, to make them invincible when they're in the air was a really bad move if you wanted your player to not be overwhelmed with negative emotion. Because I most certainly am every single time. So here we are. This is the boss that I don't know how to fight. Fingers crossed. Again, I didn't watch my health, and so my potions went to waste. So I didn't figure anything out, and I died too early, and it's all my fault. Life is bad. I need to take a BRB, my friends. I need to step away for a moment. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to leave you paused here for just a couple minutes. And I will see you again as quickly as I am able to return. Off to sleep for me. Thank you again for the raid, Link. I hope that you sleep very well. And hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Everyone else, hopefully I'll see you in just a few minutes.